Most people spend most of their time in a state of not being fully aware or fully awake to the beauty of the world around us. We kind of see the world as a familiar, mundane place, whereas in reality the world is incredibly fascinating and beautiful, incredibly real. But we're cut off from that. The world becomes mundane, it loses its value and its intensity. Awakening experiences are when we become fully awake or fully aware of the beauty of the world, and also when we experience a state of connection to the world. Sometimes they're called spiritual experiences, or sometimes they're called higher states of consciousness. There are two different types of awakening experiences. One type occurs when we disrupt the normal physiology of our body, when physiological changes occur. That's why throughout history, human beings have tried to induce awakening experiences through fasting, through sleep deprivation, even through inflicting pain on themselves. So whenever you disrupt the normal homeostasis of the body and the brain, the normal physiological functioning, there's a chance that you can experience an awakening, moment of awakening. It doesn't always happen, but if you do that in the context of a religious tradition or in the context of a ceremony or ritual, there's a good chance that may happen. And the second type of awakening experience is when we experience what I call an intensification of life energy. So they usually happen in meditation, for example, or in nature, as I've mentioned. And also, you could be listening to music or even playing music. It could happen during sex, for example. Any situation where your mind becomes quiet, the normal chatter of your mind fades away. My young child, Ted, who's just 3 years old, he has this amazingly intense perception, almost sort of poetic, spiritual vision of the world around him. Just a few days ago, it was raining, the rain was dripping down the drain pipe, and he said, "Look, Daddy, the rain is dancing." And then we were in the garden. A couple of days later, it was actually the sun was shining for a change, and the wind was blowing the pages of my book in the garden. And he said, "Look, Daddy, the wind's reading your book." So yeah, he has this very sort of poetic, almost poetic, spiritual vision of the world around him, which I think is typical for young children.